smash targets, highest score wins, etc. The one thing I wanted to show you guys is that with training mode, when it comes to like training mode, the training mode isn't an actual training mode in comparison to other fighting games. If you really want to train, you first have to go to fight. Then when you go to fight, check this out, guys. You could put the time to like no limit, time limit, like before me and Bam play, I'll show you. So no limit, items off, HP you could put like infinite, rush gauge on or off. I put on full, computer, and you could put the computer as either evasive, stationary to not move, and from there, now you're actually able to like go into the game. And wait a second, oh yeah, Bam's there, that's why. Alright, ready, Bam? So now, because of this, we're able to actually like mess around and, you know, try out stuff in training mode. Like, you'll watch. So if you look at this right here, computer stands completely still. We're able to actually move around and test out things. Doesn't quite show health values or anything like that, but do note that the health values are 1,000 for each character. And when it comes to charging, one thing that I wanted to show you guys is, first off, you jump. When you land, you see my hands glow. 1 second it takes for that charge to go away. If I dash and hold the button down and I rev up, my charge stays for like between 2 to 3 seconds. We'll just say 3 seconds for now. But same thing with jump. You jump, you charge, it revs up all the way until you're done. What else? Do you want that's 2 GG Bam. Anyway, what else? Let's say I think it was dash. I did the dash, I did the jump, and the last thing is the shield. Shield, as you can see, you can keep shield up to charge, but it won't do the same revving up animation as when you jump and hold jump down, or when you dash and hold dash. It's completely different. You only get like a minute of a charge left. And when you shield, as you can see, you can dash from shield immediately. I'm going to show me punching Bam's shield, and he's going to do that one technique I talked about. You already know, right, Bam? Oh, yeah. So you can see right there, Bam, after shielding, you could also do it on the ground too, you know that, right? Yeah, just the dash. So Bam, as you guys can see, he can block an attack, and the moment he blocks it, he can immediately do like a parry and advance afterwards. He could advance, move to the left or the right, whatever. So that's like a pretty cool tech when it comes to blocking. As far as grabs are concerned, I'm gonna go for a grab on Bam, and Bam's gonna counter it. Bam, there it is. So easy as pie. Grab was right about to hit Bam, and he literally punched it away at the last second. See? So as much as people want to keep saying grabs are OP, as long as you're playing patiently and you see it coming at you, you can punch it away. What else did I want to talk about? Like, huh? Oh yeah. So shield, you could jump from shield, as you can see. Shield animation jump. You could short hop in this game with your characters. Short hop to the left, right, up, forward, up, right, back, back left, back right, and also back. Trying to think. And when it came to like the toaster, I was showing like how the punches go. You could punch. I'll just punch Ninja. I could punch him straight like this, or I could punch and influence it to go a little to the left afterwards. Not too many of these punches can do that. The ones that are like standard could do that. Like, watch me use the boomerang. I'll go straight at him and I'll try to influence it to go away. It still keeps going straight for the opponent. This is better as something to use to catch opponents that are sidestepping. So I usually hold to the side so that I could catch opponents as they're moving to the side, but they could move forward when that's happening. And if you see that exclamation point on their arm, that shows that I'm doing damage to their arm, which means that sooner or later their arms will not be usable. So sometimes aiming for your opponent's arm can be a really good thing to do. And you also build, as far as meter is concerned, you build up meter by doing a lot of punches. So as long as you're like punching repeatedly, even if you're punching the air, you still earn meter. And another thing to note about the toaster, you could aim it a little bit more upwards so you could get that nice hit in the face if you know you really hate your opponent. I'm bugging. But yeah. So as you can see, if you miss and you actually hit the stage, like that, it actually hits the ground, which is interesting. But as long as it makes contact with your opponent, it retracts faster. And let me see, as far as like whiffing is concerned. Whiffing, there's a little bit of lag as you can see, but it comes back fairly quickly as long as when you whiff, you don't actually like hit a wall, because that's like the worst amount of lag as you saw before. You see that? That was really bad. And it's even worse when you use both of your arms. So you don't want to be crazy and just like punch like this, because now look, you're like extreme recovery. You don't have another arm to cover you. If you like attack and then you're open, at least have another arm ready to like cover yourself. Yeah. Anyway, is there anything else you want to cover?
Well, I mean, it's not a big thing, but I guess like the buffer window and stuff too. The buffer window seems like similar, like at least like, because at least from like this, I feel like the buffer window is probably around kind of like Smash 4, like probably 10 frames or like between 5 or 10 frames, because even like this you can see it like a buffer.
For what, the air dash?
Or just yeah, for the air dash right now. Yeah, I'm just like buffering.
Oh yeah, you could totally buffer the air dash. Yeah. Like I could slide from jump to like air dash, and like immediately upon like taking to the skies, it'll jump and also air dash. Yeah. And you can air dash backwards, as you can see, forward, back. Now Springman's ability, as you can see, I'm charging my arms. I'll rev. When you hear that little rev sound, I'll be able to like do my shockwave. So that's like really beneficial because it like basically repels attacks away from me. And when I get lower health, like once I'm at 25%, I don't have to actually like charge my arms anymore. It'll be like charged already. So you see that, like my boomerang, it has like the effect of like a cyclone, so that like allows me to get an opportunity to potentially launch the opponent. And with my left arm, the toaster, it burns opponents, so that immediately knocks them down. And also note the damage differences too. A normal punch with the toaster is 90. You charge it, and then you go for the punch, all of a sudden it's like 130. So, you know, yeah, you get that damage boost. And like right there, 180 for the normal punch. And the moment I like, you know, charged with the boomerang, it went from 80 to like 90. So it's definitely interesting to note. D1, how do you feel Cobra plays? Definitely a movement-based character. I feel like you shouldn't be standing still at all when you're playing. Current verdict opinion on Pro Controller versus Joy-Cons. I feel like it's really good to make sure to like focus on whatever feels most comfortable for you when you move. Big shout out to PB&J coming through to the stream. Sup to VG Bootcamp. How fun is this game? Very fun.
This game's amazing.
Yeah, we're about to play right now. I'm gonna play some of my bad characters first, just so that you guys could see. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about before I go, or?
No, I think you covered most of it.
We covered a lot of the other stuff, right?
Yeah, and I think as we go through it, then to show the stuff we talk about.
Yeah, as we go through the game, there'll be other stuff we could mention, but I just wanted to show the people that as far as like training mode's concerned, there's no like true training mode. You kind of have to go into versus and mess with the computer there. So just in case any of you guys didn't know, that's what you have to do. Now that we're gonna do our match, I tend to not like